Benzema. Goal for me neck, nah give me eczema. Big baller, call me Benzema. Anyway you see me, you have to see 10 killer.
Welcome back to the Juggle right here on Slam 100.5 each and every Monday evening, Monday afternoon, 6 to 7 p.m. I am Jesse Marie, joined as always by my ever so trusty, faithful accomplice. I call you as I think, yeah, accomplice.
Accomplice, boy.
Yeah.
You know, the accomplice is the one that's, you know, is really the backbone of the scheme, you know.
Yeah, and that is exactly it. That's exactly it. The mastermind of this fantastic program that we have here called The Juggle, Stefano Oliveri. Our Holistic Health Haven segment was just a short while ago. Thanks once again to Superb Health and Fitness, David and Akini, for their kind assistance each and every week. We're going to go into our Around the World segment.
Big baller, call me Benzema. Goal for me neck, nah give me eczema. Big baller, call me Benzema. Anyway you see me, you have to see 10 killer.
In a deliberate attempt to get or to take you into Serie A, Italy's top division, where Juventus no longer rules the roost, and it seems that the tides have now firmly turned in favor of some of the some other traditional names in Italian football. Currently on top of the league, Napoli, they had a really good victory just a short while ago, actually, defeating a 4-0 win, actually. Yeah, to go top of the league, Napoli.
So if them top of the league, where Juventus?
Wow.
We're going to win Juventus.
Juventus actually in the relegation zone.
Juventus 18, bro.
Yeah, they are actually
Not a W.
in the relegation zone.
Nice thing to make the fanboys, you know, the CR7 fanboys be like, wait, see what's going on there.
Yeah, really not fun times at all for those.
It's looking good for Allegri too, boy. Yeah.
Which is strange.
Yeah, surprise.
A manager of his caliber with
he always
type of,
galvanizing. Yeah.
resources at his disposal, unlike unlike Poch in France.
The fraud.
He's not a fraud, you know. He's a proven campaigner.
Yeah.
So it's really strange to see Juventus in 18th position. Let's give you a quick roundup of how the top 5 looks, and then we'll get into a little bit more deeper discussion on matters in Italy. So as mentioned, Napoli, they are the only team remaining with a perfect record, 4 wins out of 4. And again, just this afternoon, they defeated Udinese 4-0. You know, Koulibaly scored a really excellent goal, a volley, in that game. You know, I actually enjoyed the game itself. Udinese didn't play too badly, but again, Napoli just too powerful. Inter Milan,
6.
yeah, they're now
6 outside.
Yeah. They had a 6-1 win over the weekend. Eden Dzeko, they haven't seemed to skip a beat, losing the likes of Hakimi, Lukaku, etc. And they are now second, undefeated, but with 1 draw and 3 wins. Same record as AC Milan.
Yeah, AC looking good, boy.
Same amount of points, but Inter just on top on goal difference. AC actually are looking quite
good, boy. I had to say, you know, the front line, boy. The front line, if you watch them play, you know, the interchangeability of the front line. Yeah, the likes of Rebic. Ante Rebic, bro. I don't know if you're watching him closely.
Yeah, I
he just seems to, I don't know, boy.
He's busy. He's
I don't know where he come from, boy. But he looking good. Defensively looking a lot more stable, you know, as compared to previous years as well. The loss of Donnarumma hasn't seemed to, you know, to affect them that much.
Do you think AC Milan is or have gone through a full and complete revival? You know, they've been one of the top teams in the world in the previous decade, the early 2000s, and have really had a hard time of it in this decade. Just ended the 2010s. But now they're back in the Champions League. You know, they're back to the top of the league, challenging for the league actually last season, before falling away at the end there. Have they gone through a complete revival and a change around of fortune?
I don't think so, because just look at their performance last week. We at Anfield. That should have been a spanking. That should have been 7 or 8 comfortably. if Liverpool had their shooting boots on.
No. But I don't want you to judge them on Europe just yet. I mean, this is.
Yeah, no, but I was getting to what I was gonna say.
Okay, my
is-
apologies.
Looking at that performance, why I would say that they haven't really gone through the full revamp per se is because you still don't have the right mix of the experienced player and the talented youths that they obviously have. So to me, that serial winner, like in midfield, who could pick up the ball and control the tempo of the game. Even in Serie A, it is going to affect them in certain games. You know, in defense, they don't have leaders per se. Midfield, like I said, they don't have leaders. I mean, you have Zlatan. Zlatan is 38 years old. You know, he's not going to consistently be at the highest level for you week in, week out. Plus, he's dealing with injuries and stuff a lot these days. So, to me, they have not gone through the full revamp. Yes, they have revamped. They have gotten better players and whatnot, but they still have some ways to go.
They certainly have become a more attractive destination
Correct.
as well. You know, to be able to bring in the likes of the Rebic, the Fikori Tomoris and
Yeah.
Ayo Tomori,
Tomorrow looking good, boy.
who's looking excellent as
looking
well.
good.
Inter Milan, I think are a bit further along in that revamp and that reversal than AC Milan. Roma, they are in fourth, 9 points with 3 wins, 1 defeat.
They lost this weekend.
They lost this weekend. I saw a comment from the special one, Jose Mourinho, speaking about Tammy Abraham, and he's saying that his intention is to make Tammy into a monster of a forward that Gareth Southgate cannot deny a more regular place in the England squad. Your thoughts?
Boy, I mean, I would be one of the first to admit if that guy turns into a monster on the field, I would have to be one of the first to put my hands up and say, because I never really believed in him, to be quite honest with you. I always thought he was an Aston Villa, Everton striker. That mid-table at best. You know, it sounds harsh, but I didn't see him as a top-level striker. But under the stewardship of Mourinho, I'm watching him in Roma here, looking good. It's early days still, but he would definitely prove me wrong. I'm one of his biggest naysayers.
I think under Mourinho he could become a really fearsome forward, and I'll tell you why. I think he's always had some of the key attributes.
Yeah, he does.
He's athletic, he's tall, he's rangy, he's a bit more skillful than you would think when you look at somebody of his dimension.
Yeah.
Very tall and lanky.
He has pace. He
he's
has
fast.
those natural attributes, you're right.
You know, he has an eye for goal in and around the box. So I think he always had those attributes. At first I doubted whether, and I still sort of doubt whether Mourinho is the coach for him. You know, Mourinho is a sort of moody kind of coach, but I guess similar to the Everton or the Aston Villa, that example that you were using, Roma is the ideal club where he'll get minutes. He is the go-to guy.
The go-to guy on top.
You know, and under a coach of the quality of the caliber of Mourinho, it could work out in his favor.
They will create chances.
If Mourinho doesn't self-destruct
if
before.
he doesn't self-destruct. I mean, but you know, usually he's give you at least 2 years before he trade you. But his history and track record of working with strikers, you know, of the ilk of Tammy Abraham, you know, the big, strong, hold-up strikers that Mourinho has traditionally liked or loved. He can also, as you say, he could beat you. He could beat you off the dribble. He's quick. He can run in behind. He has the eye for goal. But similar to Lukaku when he came to Italy, is the killer instinct. I watched, and why I doubted him, Jassy, is I watched Tammy Abraham and I see so much potential. But I see somebody, it not looking like it bothering him. When he miss a chance and not seeing that, like even Lukaku Lukaku vexed, like there's no Cristiano when he miss a chance. Like I was not seeing that hunger and that, you know, obsession with scoring goals. I think Mourinho would change that mindset for sure.
Italy, in the past, when you look at back in the 80s, 90s, has been a feared ground for especially English footballers.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of them have tried and not succeeded. Of late, I've noticed a trend that a lot of players are going there to sort of sharpen their skills and finding good success. You know, you have Lukaku as the prime example. But when you look at persons like Tomori, you look at Chris Smalling, you look at Ashley Young, who was able to thrive in that same Inter Milan
good.
team. You know, Tammy Abraham. Hopefully now a lot of players are leaving other leagues, and going Italy to sharpen their skills. Your quick and final thoughts on that Serie A as now the new sort of I wouldn't say a breeding ground per se,
Retirement
but
home?
the no. Well, if it is a retirement home in your opinion,
Nah, joking. But you know, you're hitting nail on the head because traditionally, not only players from the English league, but the actual British players, they're not risking going out there. They're not risking going the La Ligas. When La Liga was La Liga, and when Serie A was Serie A, they're not leaving England to go outside.
they would quicker
The
go to a
British players.
championship team.
Correct.
Or,
Yeah, they're not going outside. Jack Wilshere is the perfect example of that. I am sure if Jack Wilshere's agent takes him and shops him out, you know, to teams in Syria, he will get a job. But he wants to play in England, you know. So it's good to see the likes of Bellingham and like I say, Tomori and these guys going to Germany and going to Italy and showcasing their talents. And if you have to come back to the greatest league in the world, so be it. But don't be afraid to take that chance and test yourself in better tactical leagues. Not better leagues overall, but tactical. They are better tactical leagues. They pay more attention to detail.
fine details.
Yeah, than the Premier League.
Yeah. And as you mentioned, Wilshere, I believe he's being shopped around to Venezia, if I'm not mistaken. He's trying to hammer down a deal there. We'll see if that is what he needs to sort of
Whether it's in
revive.
Brazil or what?
No, it's actually in Italy.
What?
Venezia,
Venezia?
yeah. One of the newly promoted teams. if
I was
I'm not
going to say Venetia's yes.
if Jack Wilshere is being shopped to Venezia, so then all hell has officially broken loose. Guys, this has been another edition of the Juggle right here on Slam 100.5. Once again, we have to say huge thanks to Carissa Embroidery. Check her out on Instagram, Carissa Embroidery, for all of your embroidery needs, all fabrics.
Big up, Carissa.
Fabrics, garments, etc.
Any sort of printing job, really, you know.
Yeah, any sort of, exactly.
Any
you
sort
know.
of printing
she's
job.
really done us. Yeoman service with these threads. As a matter of fact,
I find since you put on that Carissa embroidery polo, your attitude change. I find you're using some kind of words that kind of just, you know, it's outside my range tonight, but you go ahead
it's
now.
regal, you know, it's regal. Come on. Guys, this has been the Juggle and Jassy Marique, and of course, on behalf of Stefano Oliveri, we want to wish you a safe and enjoyable evening. See you again next week, Monday, where we continue our discussions as it pertains to global football. Oh, we didn't even touch on the Trinidad boy.
Yeah, boy.
But again, Bato, your former schoolmate,
Yeah.
you know, able to get an assist for KV Michelin. Big up yourself, Bato. Willis Plaza at the double for FC Delhi in India. You know,
Levi wrongfully sent off, boy.
Yeah, I don't think he was wrongfully sent off, but
I
I
think he
think
deserved to be sent off.
yeah, he did retaliate. But I feel as though there was a little bit more in there for the referee to consider, you know, and by way of punishment for
Look at what the fella was doing.
other
Before,
other
boy,
players.
He's headlocking him.
Yeah.
But,
And Levi is usually such a gentle soul.
correct.
He had to be very annoyed. Maybe it wasn't the first incident.
Yeah, and it's probably some things being said
Yeah,
too.
yeah. But anyway, so it goes in football. You know, you face your consequences, and you deal
you
with
secure
them
the
as
bag.
they come. Yeah, and you secure the
Secure
bag.
the
Most
bag.
importantly,
Correct.
Yeah. So speaking of securing the bag, I think we've done so this afternoon.
Correct.
And again, guys, we'll see you next Monday right here, 6 to 7 p.m. on Slam 100.5 for another edition of
The Juggle.
The Juggle.